In today's episode, we'll be going over some of the best plays by Zeus at the 2024 World Championship, featuring his best moments against top esports, Pain Gaming, G2, GenG, and BLG at the finals.
At 130, looks like we will be seeing a lane swap vision to try to spot out who will be coming to potentially catch that wave as the LCK classic of having your support in the mid lane, but this time, not a support, it's Faker, and now the flash in onto 369. 369 getting lower and lower, a little bit of healing from Cole. The Meek and first blood for Zeus.
A strong start as they find 369 isolated.
It looks like it might just be the flip.
Remember, you've
Carry
got
off
the
on the
Kalista
side.
as well.
Knockback from On will be big, trying to zone out. Gets the jungler out of the picture, they instantly get the objective. Can they take the fight? Faker now locked up, he's not even gonna have the chance to use the Poppy ult that he so graciously stole. Finally, we'll get it back, trying to burn it through, at least on carry off on the side. A massive ulti, but now Elk is ready to open up. The curtain's called. One shot, two. Health bar's too high for him to do anything yet. They have to retreat, they have to get out. The lockup on the carry is good. They're trying to take down Guma. Guma locked up for a brief moment, but Zeus is there to body block Elk just fast enough to get away, but there's too much C. Now it is night. Can he make the difference? Last dash used, way likely to fall here. The chase down from Oner and Zeus, top and jungle together, salvaging the fight. Flash forward from Zeus, they're not done, they want more. On trying to body block, Knight with the red buff. How many cooldowns has he got left? Oner locked up, On running, splitting their attention, but he will fall.
The soul is denied from T1, but it's a massive teamfight win once more. These teamfights are absolutely crazy. They're an absolute nail-biter.
Duo lane going up towards the top side. Broken Blade wants to try and push a little bit further.
I mean, Zeus has Flash, has the explosive cast. Hans has both his summoners as well, but Hans Summer continues to put axes into the back of Zeus. The cleanse away from Hans, flashes forward. Zeus flashes away, will get the slow with the cask. Hans now in the middle of the minions, doesn't have a ward to place. Zeus can open up and Zeus finds it. A solo kill for the Gragas. Meanwhile, in the top lane, a hook's gonna land onto Oner. Broken Blade looking for the stun, root goes down. As Yike, Mickey, and Broken Blade disengage.
Love that play from Zeus. He lures Han Sama in.
Thought this not work out for DK yesterday. We'll see if T1 have a better affair. As there's to suppress immediately. They lock them in. The shotgun coming out as well as Broken Blade tries to survive. The tower will dive, but Cabs is low. Faker diving forward with the paranoia on him. And Mickey's going to be the first to pull G2. All hail the retreat. Try to get the hell out of here because T1 are hungry for blood. Faker will find another as T1 find two in the bot lane die.
T1 read G2 perfectly.
G2 with no ultimates. Broken Blade dashing in here, jumping across that wall. Oner, they're trying to smite the Drake. Would be soul for them. Counter-strike from Broken Blade. Here comes Zeus. Flash, Zenith Blade. They look for the engage onto Hans Summer, who has to flash away himself. Caps is down to half HP. Broken Blade jumps across the pit. And now Mickey's here to bolster the defenses. Faker on his way back doesn't have the teleport. The Drake secured Chem Soul. Now for T1, G2 begin to back away from the fight, realize they don't really want any more of this action. Yike slowed up though, a hook goes down, only onto Oner. Cab's not back! Zeus finds him! And now Yike's running for the hills, locked up with a captive audience. Yike down two. It's a Baron on the cards for T1.
G2 took the most dangerous route out of that fight, and T1.
So we'll see here. You even have another stasis built by Han Sama. It's just so durable for G2. They're just bullying them.
Solar Flare, Hans Summer dodges, only gets slowed. Broken Blade goes in with an arm only onto Oner. Zeus is TP'd in behind, and he dives onto Hans Summer immediately. And Hans Summer has a stopwatch, but he doesn't have much life left afterwards. He manages to get away with the killer instinct, but Mickey and Caps are only down. Oner face blasts the wall this time. Broken Blade left it to his own devices, and T1 clean him up. The flash in from Zeus with a counter-strike. Mickey trying to dredge line his way out of this one, but Faker's on the chase, as is Carrier. And Mickey, those hooks are sending you to Davy Jones's locker. Faker will take it. T1 will take the fight.
Mickey is gone 6 feet under, but G2 cannot fathom how T1 have got in behind them so consistently. It was a delay played on the TP. It's a delay take on Mickey because 50 seconds until Dragon will deny a lot of control to G2. But T1 again,
The tankiness the minions get from the Baron buff, they'll be spawning in a few seconds time for T1. There they are, they'll help them defend. Faker goes in, dead charge, shockwave! There's two knocked up, and Zeus is already on the back line. The knock coming out from Broken Blade as well. Zeus is doing so much work. Caps down, and Summer running for his life. Faker charms up Broken Blade. Zeus is just ripping through G2. Faker survives on the backline. Yike trying to do everything he can. The paranoia will help him take out his enemy jungler. And Summer trying to survive here. Zeus has to call off the chase, but T1 once again hold on to
the trouble now as Mako moves in. The flash forward, the Zenith Blade not going to connect now. The ulti coming out. He's not going to be able to knock Tristana away. Cream walking away, standing. Good dive, but the response on the bottom side. 369 needs to back up. Perfect layering on the combo, but 369 still living. He has the wave as well. Zeus wants to go back in for the hookshot wall dive. Adaptive defense is fading away. Red buff ticking.
They're on the way!
TES incoming. Zeus, there should be no way out of this one. The recall. A hope, a dream, the flash as well. Maybe a bit ambitious. Mako! He doesn't know! He thinks he got out! The genius play! A perfect use of fog of war!
Are you kidding me? Secret Agent Zeus finds the escape, sticks in the fog of war. That is not the case. They are dominating.
Discipline. So solid, and now they have a lead. Now they can afford to take risks. TES caught out. Faker coming over the wall. Beautiful equalizer into 3. Now all the TES backline has been forced away from the fight. Cream isolating to 1v1. Tries to take an equalizer of his own, but it does not matter because Jackie is in trouble. Jackie trying to make the difference with the orb, but Deception takes him down. Zeus in the 1v1, but not for long. Oner on the way. Wind becomes lightning. Will not connect. T1 forced back, but the base of TES is crumbling.
You've got world champions inside your base. What do you do?
Not a whole lot. There's no members. Only Tian and Cream trying to hold on, but they don't have the items. They don't have the wave. They don't have the wave flare. He goes in.
Charms in, but there's nothing he can do on a knife's edge for so long. But in the clutch, T1 again show up to move on to match point. Have to find advantage. 369 walking up.
Dario's here.
Mako going forward, not quite able to find the knockback into the wall. Tien still has ultimate. Mako taking his time. Resistance is now fading away. An excellent use of the steadfast presence. Galio coming in. Faker en route. Jackie Love isolating Guma. Faker stepping up. And Tien there to body block for the team. Keep your eyes on that pike hook. Tien pulled over the wall. Oner not quite able to find the wall bang. Tien now forced to retreat. Cream going in. Hasn't taken an ulti quite yet. Ulti response to the Poppy though. Can just keep the channel going. Get that cooldown down to 15 seconds. And Zeus just trying to clear this wave as quickly as he can. But Mega is getting stacked.
He has flash.
Zeus should be in trouble, but he makes the move first! He looks him dead in the eye and says, I dare you!
And Cream even had the Gnar ultimate, but Zeus was still ahead of him. Full health.
All right, let's see whether they can actually make this one work. You can see the barrel has been charged. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage at this point. Level 2 for Zeus. Does have that body slam. Going to use it immediately onto Canyon. Already down to 50% as Lehens is trying to tank that turret for as long as possible. One more is going to do it, but Pays almost just straight up dead. And Canyon, 2 turret shots, has to flash. And Zeus says, not today, boys. Lehens looking for another option. He flashes the Zenith Blade. Lehens able to walk out of that one, but he's still going to have to flash as Faker comes down to make sure his top laner stays alive. Spotted by a T1 ward, as we can see. And there's the Mega Inferno Bomb just to guarantee that they know exactly what's going on. Teleport comes in, and yeah, there is no smite anywhere near this pit. Chovy, can you actually stop something from happening here? As it's going to be Oner that locks this one down. Ulti from Faker finds 2. He's out of there immediately. Keen's able to try and chop them up. And there goes Oner, but they'll trade that any day of the week. They have the Baron buff as Carrier, able to get the handshake beautifully. His position, amazing. As Lehens is in so much trouble, Zay's going to pick it up with a body slam, and Pays is slowed down as well. They're being separated and destroyed as T1 just dance on Gen.G.
Slowly losing more and more control over the game. 3K gold lead now for T1, even though the first minute or so the Baron, they weren't able to find anything. It's the setup afterwards. This team has perfected these Baron plays. Canyon!
Arrow going to connect. Canyon delivered. He finds an Impale, but he has no friends. The inner turret goes down. Hostile takeover to deliver Lehens as Keen with the dominance just trying to distract them. In goes Lehens, trying to take them away from his inhibitor turret. So he's going to be separated from his body. And that's going to be a kill going over to Gumayushi. She only needed to invest a cleanse, and there are only inhibitor turrets left for Gen.G.
Some pace. When Chovy can get to a next item, as oh boy.
Yep, it's going to continue not being very possible to be able to make those advantages happen. And if Faker gets into the shroud, Zay's going to follow up the kill, and now Faker is looking to try and get in there for more. Dashing after Canyon and Keen here. It is just Faker at the moment, but now you can see they make their way in. The paranoia comes down. Decent little utilization of the counter-strike, but Faker's going to get on the kill. Hostile takeover means Keen is dead at the same time. And Pays almost hit by that handshake. It could have been worse, and it's still a disaster.
Really crazy.
Like in your waters?
Oner.
Oh yeah, Oner was thinking about it. The arrow is going to go wide, but still Spirit Rush has to be invested as Pays gets caught by a handshake, and now over the wall they go, but Oner might be going a little bit too far. You've got Zeus coming in though, just trying to be the hero, and speaking of heroes, Faker finds Pays, but not enough damage. Lehens, the first to go down in the exchange, and now Gen.G are scattered. Pays is dead, and Zeus says, you cannot take this belly. It's going to be Canyon that goes down next, and T1
will take down this inhibitor turret. It took a little while, but I think they're just gonna move through and win game 3.
And all that tension deflates as the turn around is found. T1 not going to let Gen.G claw their way back in this game. Canyon tries to flash just to clear the wave.
Yeah, King desperately trying to hold him, but he cannot, and now it's Chovy left on his lonesome. He's gonna need to be that hero as these minions are going to now join these Nexus turrets. Lahan's just trying to buy some time, and he knows that this game is over. Chovy just trying to get back to his fountain. Goes golden alongside Faker. As the Nexus not gonna go down, the perfect execution of T1 in this game, exemplified by their mid laner.
Gen.G have good setup for this top tower, but the TP is committed. Can they dive?
We'll see. It's going to be a fair bit of damage onto this one. Spear is going to be coming out perfectly. There's the twisted advance. The charm goes wide. Faker's dead. That is going to be Canyon taking him down, but it's now Zeus trying to be the hero. He catches Canyon with the counter-strike stun, and he's under the wrong turret. Lahan's going to go down for the 5th time, and it's a double for the other solo laner. They may have got Faker, but this is what he does. He baits them into death, and it's Baron started for T1.
Every T1 fan has seen this one before. You think you catch Faker in the side lane, and Gen.G, they know they can't contest this Baron. They're just TPing to mid to try and get something in return.
Gen.G just wanted the tower. Faker TP's in. They sit there and say to themselves, this should be an easy pick. His ulti wasn't off cooldown. And I love the fact that BLG, they spot out Oner in the river, isolated, and immediately all collapse onto him. They tried to stagger that CC as well to keep him locked down as long as possible. Zeus should be fine.
He's going up towards Mega as well. He can trade in. TP coming in. T1 have the advantage. The Nav into the wall. On has no flash and only 200 HP to work with. Now that's nothing. Sent back to the fountain. Bait sealed. Out down. T1 find their first 2 kills of the finals.
What a play! Zeus strikes here. Wait, Shun is trying to hold off until Knight arrives to defend this tower. Had already started to come in for BLG, so stops the double recalls here. And then they make the call, teleport in. I've got Meganar, perfect timing, flashes forward against the wall. Beautifully done.
And I mean, even without the TP, he likely could have just gotten on by himself. He gets the summoners out from Elk as well. And those are going to be crucial as we set up for the second dragon of the game. T1 should feel a lot more confident about being ready to fight for that objective.
As you're seeing on the